Hola, amigos, amigas y amigues. Welcome to KEXP 90.3 FM Seattle, where the music matters. My name is Albina Cabrera, co-host of El Sonido. During Latinx Heritage Month, KEXP celebrates Aquí y Ahora, so welcome, bienvenidos. KEXP and Indie Rocks magazine are back together to talk about rock in Mexico. But also to share some thoughts about the current moment of Mexican music with a total expert on this matter. Cynthia Flores is here with us. Cynthia is a music journalist, director of Indie Rocks Magazine Mexico, and artist programmer. So welcome, bienvenida Cynthia, ¿cómo estás?
Hola a todos, a todas nuestras amigas en Seattle y el mundo. Les mando un gran saludo desde la Ciudad de México. Hello, everyone. Indie Rocks Mexico and KEXP are right now partnering this time to bring a series of profiles of some of the artists who are reshaping the idea of Mexican rock. And now I'm here to talk about it. And I'm very glad to be here telling you more about all this story about rock. Visit Indie Rocks Magazine Mexico for the version in Spanish and kexp.org for the versions in English.
Follow El Sonido Cancioneros on your favorite podcast platform to listen to this special episode in English and en español también. It is not new to say that we have a huge, revolutionary and inspiring new wave of artists based in different parts of Mexico that are bringing back the roots of rock and fusing them with indigenous sounds, electronic music, traditional music, feminist statement, and instrumental distortions. What do we mean when we talk about Mexican rock?
There are huge bands that we have here in Mexico City that are huge for Latin American scene, like Café Tacuba, like Caifanes. So it's also working hard. But it's been like a lot of time that this idea of Mexican rock has been constructed from a long time ago between all this rock en tu idioma thing. I'm really glad to see the story of all these huge bands I'm telling you because they still have their unique essence and their unique personality. They still having sold outs in a lot of points of the world. But with the new generations, a new wave of talents have been emerging from a lot of states of Mexico.
For KEXP and for Indie Rocks, we're going to do like an introduction. It's just 15 bands to incorporate in your radar, to put under your radar. And I think that many of those bands are part of the Indie Rocks magazine Cosmovision and also part of the KEXP's Cosmovision as well. I think that we are ready to start talking about these 15 bands. Let's travel to Hermosillo, Sonora, and let's talk about Margaritas Podridas. And the song that I would like to introduce is No Quiero Ser Madre. The first time that I saw Margaritas Podridas, they did an amazing live on KEXP session when they came to the city to play at Freakout Festival a couple of years ago. Margaritas Podridas is one of the example of this like new wave of feminist rockers on the stage, like girls to the front again. And we're seeing that in this current generation, right?
They're like the most relevant girl band in town right now. No doubting about to give a refreshment and noise and grunge mixed with all these Spanish lyrics that said a lot of things about feminist and emotional things that young people has, not to scream loud, how they're doing their own way to express themselves. Well, another band that I would like to show you right now because they're really working so hard, it's Muerete Tu from Mexico City. Let's listen Muerete Tu with the song Muerete Tu. This trio, conformed by Camila, Elruid, and Roberto, they've been working since 2021, but they've been doing a very loud scene here in Mexico. They've been playing in a lot of underground places.
Another band that is an example about this connection between the Pacific Northwest and Mexico is 100% the Carrion Kids. And the track that we're going to play is from 2019 and it's part of the album Hacer Daño. If you want like good punk rock, you have to listen to the Carrion Kids. This song is Caja Negra.
Y después de un par de vodkas, vino una aparición.
And now I'm gonna talk about Lorelle Meets the Obsolete, which is one of the most important psychedelic rock bands in Mexico. The last album is Datura, which is a very, very good mix between psychedelic, crowd, Mexican psychedelic band, which is conformed by Lorena Quintanilla and Alberto González. Ave en Reversa from Lorelle Meets the Obsolete.
Back in March, KEXP traveled to Mexico and recorded 9 new live on KEXP sessions, where we had the honor to enjoy Sanjay Papers. The song that I'm bringing today is a track from 2019 from the album Me Hiciste Brujería. These siblings, brothers, are doing an amazing punk directly from Mexico, and I think that is a very good example about this new generation. They just played at Picathon here in Oregon a couple of months ago, and they did a killer session. So please, you can go to our YouTube channel and watch their live on KEXP session. This is Sanjay Papers, Luis Pacheco.
From the second album of Mangers, we are going to listen Pantitlan. Let me tell you about Mangers, which is a trio from Mexico City. They are really, really, really loud and very noisy. It's a power trio. They've been doing a really nice effort to reaffirm this Mexican rock sound. Here is Mangers with Pantitlan.
We've been telling you about this connection between the Pacific Northwest and the best Mexican rock. And one of the reasons is the Freak Out Festival, the festival that takes place in Seattle every year. bringing a lot of great talent from around the world, but specifically from Latin America and from Mexico. And Mala Suerte has this amazing new album from 2022, and the song that we are going to listen to is A Huevo.
A huevo. A huevo. Me estoy ahogando. Mirando en la escotilla de este barco. Sofocado.
Well, another band that represents this new generation of strong women is the one led by Ana Espinosa. We are talking about Bondré, which is a band from Mexico City, and they've been playing like a lot here in the States and also in Mexico. Last year they were in Freak Out Fest. They represent a very powerful grunge music, and now we are gonna listen Psicopatia by Bondré live on KEXP.
No soy tu creación, satisfacción, mala intención. Mi voz, posición, irrita tanto verme vivir. Fuera de ti, fuera de ti, fuera de ti, me encuentro mejor.
And we have new music from one of our favorite rock bands from Mexico, El Chirota, of course. They already have 2 live on KEXP sessions. And the song that we're gonna present is Segmentaciones, that is part of the new production by El Chirota. Ni siquiera estamos listos para hablar.
Now is the turn of a new band. Actually, a new experimental collective composed by Mabe Frati, Gibrana Cervantes, Concepcion Huerta, and Camille Mandoki. They are about to release a new album this November of this year. The song is Love Dies.
Encanto burning fire. Love we're looking to find. I went out and bought some.
The band that we're gonna talk about right now is a band that we also recorded in Mexico City, the last trip with KEXP. We're talking about Los Cogelones. We have to say that they are from Ciudad Neza. Los Cogelones did an amazing work. You can go to our YouTube channel and watch the entire session. But this is 500 años, 500 years. And it's Los Cogelones live on KEXP.
Mis ancestros.
One of the most avant-garde Mexican bands that has been playing in the last 5 years is Diles que no me maten, which is a very good avant-garde crowd noise band. They've been playing in a lot of places here in Mexico City. They played at Hypnosis Festival, and with 2 release albums, they've been doing a lot of noise in the Mexican underground scene. This is Edificio from Diles que no me maten.
band that we're gonna introduce is not new for KEXP. It's not new for Indie Rocks magazine. It's a Mexico City-based psych project, and it's one of our favorite bands. Psych rock, shoegaze, experimentation, and Minfield announced this new album, Aprender a Ser, and this new track, El Suspiro Cambia Todo. The vocalist and guitarist Estrella del Sol and the bassist Sebastián Negra, they are Minfields, and they have new music.
From Guadalajara, Elis Paprika is an independent artist, which is always supporting women. She has been always doing gigs, markets, and all kind of activities to encourage women to play and to make a bigger visibility with her work and the work of a lot of girls that have been playing, and almost 10 years that she has been doing this movement.
We're about to close this list of 15 bands, and this is just an introduction for the new wave of Mexican rock, this new generations of a lot of artists who are making huge waves across the continent and across the world. That's why we are partnering between KEXP and Indie Rocks magazine, and I would love to close this list with local talent from the Pacific Northwest. The Carries is the band that I would like to introduce. The song is Bluff. They are new in this musical scene, and I cannot wait to keep seeing them making waves. So, ellos son Los Carries with Bluff. Thank you very much, everyone, to listen to this Rebel Mexican Rock series. We're going to have a lot of content to share with all of you. This is Aquí y Ahora, here and now. This is the celebration for the Latinx Heritage Month here at KEXP, partnering with our favorite magazine in Mexico, Indie Rocks. Thank you so much, Cynthia, for being an open book for KEXP, for El Sonido, and for the entire Latin American music community.
Gracias a ti, Albina. Thanks, everyone, to listen to the new sounds of Mexican rock. Follow Indie Rocks Magazine Mexico on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, where we will be sharing some recaps and information about these 15 bands and tons more. Thanks a lot.
The Rebel Mexican Rock, these 15 rocks bands from Mexico, again, just represent a portion of the larger, diverse, and constantly expanding generation that we are describing here. So you can access to this conversation in Spanish by following El Sonido's feed, Cancioneros on your favorite podcast platform, and the profiles of each band that we will be publishing on kexp.org. So check out Here and Now, Aquí y Ahora in English, and its Spanish version will be available on indierocks.com. Mi nombre es Albina Cabrera, and see you next time.